What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Still Life.
And Katie.
In today's video, we're driving somewhere in Sarasota because I have a medical procedure. I wish I could tell you all the details about it, but I'm not allowed to, so I can't. All I'm allowed to tell you is that I'm having a medical procedure. And I am usually not up at 7:30 in the morning or 7:40. It's kind of early for me. But I had no idea traffic was so bad in the morning. Good thing we left early.
Yeah.
I just know how crappy the job market is in Tampa when there's a southbound traffic jam from Tampa heading into Sarasota. And in the afternoon, it's the other way around. I see the afternoon traffic, it pretty much comes to a standstill heading southbound.
It's always a standstill through here.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what's going on, there's still a standstill.
Yeah.
Until you reach like south of Fruitville, and then it's smooth sailing.
Yeah. So everybody that lives in Parrish, Sun City Center, traffic in the morning is southbound going into Sarasota.
And we got the influx of snowbirds coming in at this time of year.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Should not even touch that. So this is the morning commute in Sarasota. I had no idea this existed. As a YouTuber, I avoid traffic in the morning. I stay home and edit videos in the morning. Because I don't leave until traffic clears out usually. Those are the snowbirds cars going back into Naples.
Yep.
It'd been better to go through Lakewood Ranch.
It literally would have.
Yeah.
But it'll be fine. It actually just shaved a minute or two off our trip. It was saying it was going to be a minute or two longer.
Mayadi, one time more. And again, I wish I could tell you guys what the crap is going on with me, but I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
Wish if I could, I would. You guys know me. I don't give a crap. I'll say anything and I'm getting paid for it. 5,000 videos on this channel. There's plenty of me on the internet.
Me too.
Yeah, but if they don't let me talk about it, I can't talk about it.
Yeah. One thing we can talk about is later on today, I'm the one that's going to have to be driving.
Yeah. For sure, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That car's got like satellites on the roof and all that. What the crap is that car about? Look at that SUV. It's got like satellites on the roof. Does anybody know what type of equipment that is and what it's for?
Is that some kind of weather thing?
Look at that. It's got like satellites on the roof and everything. It's like a federal agent or something. I wonder if it's like a weather tracker or if it's got like...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looked more like a weather tracker.
Yeah,
people know how to drive in the morning.
But for the most part, this is people from Parrish, Palmetto, Tampa even, that come to work in Sarasota.
There is a slight curve up ahead, not even a curve, but you know people in Florida can't drive on a curve.
Get that curve.
How hard is it to figure out a curve?
Get that curve. Things we want to do in the future.
Montana,
Puerto Rico.
and you know I want to go to the West Coast, and I want to see those orcas.
Washington, Oregon, we saw that,
yeah. I want to see an orca in the wild. I've seen orcas at SeaWorld. I don't want to see sad orcas. I want to see orcas happy.
There are things we want to do with our lives.
Yeah. And I mean, if I can lose all this weight, I want to go to Norway and swim.
Itself.
Yeah, I want to go swim with the orcas.
Well, that weight's not going to lose itself, boy.
Yeah, I know.
Would you say this is the biggest medical procedure I ever had? More than the appendix? We almost got rear-ended by this white man right here. Very rude. Verizon.
his coffee went sour this morning.
Yeah. Probably my biggest medical procedure ever. Well, it is what it is. Who knows? But in our future, I see a trip to Puerto Rico. I see a trip to Washington, Oregon. I think we're not going to drive this time.
Yeah. I see a future trip to Norway.
What's disappointing is that we were supposed to go to Montana this summer. We'll have to wait till next summer now, yeah.
Life is, you never get to do the things you want when you want to do it.
Dude. Last time we were on the West Coast, we couldn't even get into Utah because it was already too snowy. All these big trucks make me nervous.
Yeah.
Medical procedure. Médico. El médico de la salsa. I had no idea this traffic was so bad in the morning. All these people trying to get places. Iowa, these cars are coming from Iowa.
Yeah.
Snowbirds with the old bird. Snowbird with the no bird. Snowbird. Actually, a beautiful morning for recording. The video quality looks like it's going to be pretty good as the camera flips out. I had no idea it was this crappy morning commute. Makes my leg hurt. I think we left early, bro.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
Right, man.
I think you were a little off put when I said I'm going to wake up at 6:30. Now do you see why I woke up at 6:30?
It's not Fruitville, it's Bee Ridge, right?
Yeah, you gotta go a little further.
Commute. So, what's up with all the cars on the side of the road? Probably all flat tires. Iowa, take me home to the place black people can't own a home because they're racist. Wisconsin's even worse. I can't believe how bad the black home ownership rates are in the Midwest. They're worse than the Deep South, believe it or not. Dang it, Midwestern people.
I feel like everyone should have the chance to own a home.
I do, man. Except for homeless people.
What? Even everyone.
Well, you can't own a home if you're homeless. That wouldn't make sense.
They shouldn't be homeless.
I agree with you. Everybody should have a home.
Yeah.
But how can you be homeless and have a home? It's not grammatically possible. It is fiscally possible. It's just they don't want to do it. I think the thing about America, it's a trap. Like, if they give people free housing, then they can't enslave them to work their lives off. You think these people would be up at 7 in the morning if they all had a freaking house paid off? All these people you see here, they're indebted to their eyeballs. Oh, look how close that's right, man. These people are all indebted to their eyeballs, man.
Yeah.
Wake up at 5 in the morning. Don't get home till 6 o'clock. $3,000 mortgage.
Yep.
$800 car payment. Credit cards. Medical bills. La madre que los parió! Sorry. I'm angry for other people. Like, America's a trap. If homeless people got free housing, then they couldn't enslave people. And this country is based off of indebting people to their eyeballs, and then they're forced to work like animals. If people had houses paid off, that's why when you go to like Mississippi and Alabama, like, there ain't no freaking rush hour in freaking Laurel, Mississippi. The rush hour in freaking Sarasota. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No freaking rush hour. What happened? Why is your horn going off? I don't get it. Oh my, that scared me so much. I'm paranoid, I tell you. I've been like so paranoid. Like I'm literally that shook my whole brain. Like I don't even know what it was.
It's just impatient people who in the morning are a little grumpy.
That scared me so bad.
Yeah.
I'm like post-traumatic stress disorder or something. I'm trying to tell you.
Even I'm a little grumpy in the morning.
Yeah. But like if they gave homeless people housing, then they couldn't enslave them. This country is based off of enslaving people and dead them to their eyeballs. And then they hop in their F-350. I'm a free American. I'm an American. I'm free. I'm a free man. I got an F-950 and 45 shotguns. I'm a free man. You ain't free. You got a $1,400 car payment on that F-350. $4,000 a month mortgage. You're a slave and you don't even know it. That's the thing about America. We're all slaves and we don't even know it. Each one of us is a slave in this country. All of us are slaves.
Yeah.
It used to be just black people. Now it's everybody. Everybody's a slave in America and they don't even know it. If people had housing, they didn't have to worry about it. You think they'd be up here at 6 in the morning flicking people off from a semi-truck? No. They'd be at home sleeping like we do.
Yeah. I remember years ago, I think it was when we were still living in Naples, one of those guys with like the F-950s tried to hit on me.
Yeah.
And like he was like, I got a F-950, my car payment is blah blah blah. I'm like,
you're dead. Because back then we had our cars and our house paid off.
Yeah, it was like we had an older truck. He's like, why would you ride around in that? And I was
hey,
like,
honey, I'll put you in a brand new F-950. And you're like, I ain't waking up at 9. I'm not waking up at 5 in the morning. Like, hey, honey, I'll put you in an F-950. Katie's like, I ain't waking up in the morning. You trying to get me to wake up at 5 in the morning every day to pay for that thing?
Even when I worked, I would like, I had one job where I did, and it wasn't.
Okay, I've had one job in my lifetime. It was horrible.
No, I never had to get up that early. So I had later start times.
There's this like YouTuber. It's like a young blonde girl influencer or whatever. And she just started her first real job at 24. And she's like crying. She's like about a 9-to-5 work week. We did that for a while.
We did that, yeah. And then we were just like,
this doesn't make sense.
No.
Me and Katie were like, we did that for a while. You had 2 jobs.
Yeah.
2 horrible jobs.
Yeah, 2 horrible jobs.
2 of the worst jobs you can think of.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, they don't realize, I'm like, dude, for a while we had our house and our cars paid off. And the problem with that situation, I feel like the problem of having your car and your house paid off is it doesn't push you to be like, ever since we haven't had the car and the house paid off, our income's like quadruple, because if life is comfortable, then you don't try hard.
And I think we've had more fun since then.
Yeah. The thing about life is like, if you get too comfortable, like, I'm sure there's somebody right now in a trailer in Alabama like, man, I ain't gonna get caught in that traffic jam. But you're living in a trailer in Alabama. These people are living in a freaking...
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I feel like when we were paid off homeowners and debt-free, we were enslaved to our poverty.
Take exit 207 towards State Highway 758.
It's like, we've been more successful because we're forced, like, now we don't have a choice. Our rent now, it went down, but it went up. It went down because it didn't go down. It stayed the same, but we upgraded to something bigger. We got
garage.
We got a garage,
which I think has been great for us.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
We should have done this from the beginning. Our rent now with everything is like $2,400 to $2,600 depending on the month. With our utilities, this and that. I never thought I could pay her. You know, I didn't think about making $2,600 a month. Now that's just my rent. My car payment's like $1,300 or something. But it's because every time I say that, it confuses people. They're like, your credit must be horrible. I'm like, no, dude, your stupidity must be horrible.
Yeah.
See, if you finance a car, you have an APR. That's an annual percentage rate. Now, what you do with an annual percentage rate is if you have a 6-year loan, you pay that 6 times. If you have a 2-year loan, you only pay it twice. So by making my car payment more expensive, the amount of interest that I pay on my loan is reduced dramatically. I'm talking, I'm gonna pay like $15,000 less for this car with like roughly the same interest rate.
Yeah.
Because I refinanced it. I went in, I took whatever loan they gave me, and I refinanced it. When I refinanced it, I got a really high monthly payment.
In half a mile,
The highest monthly payment I could afford.
State Highway 758.
Good enough. Yeah.
This thing will be paid off. We bought it about a year and a half ago. A year ago?
A year and a half ago. Almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah. It was like a $30,000 debt plus interest. It would have been.
207.
It would have been a $50,000 debt if we include interest. Because they got me really bad on the interest rate. Now, a year and a half later, I only owe like $17,000 on it or something.
Turn right onto State Highway 758, Bee Ridge Road.
And then we'll be paid off.
In about a year.
Yeah.
A little bit over a year.
Mm-hmm.
A year and a few months. So, what you want to do, is not take that 60 or 72 month car loan, because you're going to pay so much in interest. What you ideally want to do is you want to reduce the length of the term, and then you'll pay, like, you'll go from like paying $15,000 in interest to paying $3,000 in interest on like a $25,000 loan. That's a lot. That's a lot of money you're giving the bank, simply because you're gonna have to give it to them anyways. You might as well knock it out of the way. But anyways, like, if you told me 4 or 5 years ago that my car payment would be $1,300 and my rent would be $2,600, I'd have been like, what the crap? That sounds like slavery. And it is.
Use any lane to turn right onto State Highway 758, Bee Ridge Road.
It really is slavery.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a demanding lifestyle, then you don't
Continue on
have
State Highway
the desire to be
758
better.
miles.
And that desire to pay those things is what makes you productive. It's just about destroys you at the same time. I do think America's a slavery. We're all slaves. And if you choose not to be a slave, then you choose to be unproductive. And I don't know what's worse, being a slave or being unproductive. In theory, you should be a free person who works really hard. But the problem with that is that once you get comfortable, once you got your house, like we were before you got your house, you got your car, it's hard to get somebody that's in that position to try harder. Once you got, at least, it depends on the person. There's people that are more greedy, or there's people that are more, they want to get rear-ended. And the one in front of us is slamming on the brakes. Man, I can't do it. Stressful. But it's that situation of having to come up with money that drives you to be better. I feel like if you're comfortable, you're just not gonna do it. What a horrible name for a street. So much pain right now. Like, there are people who are free and very productive. Those are the people that get rich. They don't have any debt. They have good income. They have properties that are generating income, and then they work like animals. But even they get to the point where, like, I've met people who really hardworking, and once they get really comfortable with a lot of income flow, then they're like, forget it. It's not worth it. Like, at some point, you're like, what do I need more money for? Money can only do so much for happiness. Like your happiness. I feel like we were poor in Naples, but man, we had an awesome life being poor. We would go to the beach, we'd go out in the Everglades.
But, you know, we've had, since we left that life, we've experienced stuff.
Yeah, we've created our best memories. Yeah, like our life didn't start until we got out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
That comfort zone is dangerous, especially for a young person.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's been good that we've had to, things didn't work out in one place, had to move to the next.
Yeah.
Then when that place didn't work out, and now you're down
you
the...
might want to start getting over.
How far away from our destination? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still south. I thought it was north.
Yeah. Still south. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the other... I thought it was north of here. Okay.
No.
You know, there's no doubt that like when we look back in our lives, it's been the last 2 years, 2 or 3 years that we've done the most of our lives and traveled the most. Traveling is an incredible experience.
Yeah, it really is.
We used to travel once every 3 to 5 years. Now we travel more often, other than recently, unfortunately. And there are things I want to do in our future.
Yeah.
We were supposed to go to Montana this year. I guess the homeless people are up pretty early.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm getting beat up. I don't even the homeless people waking up before I do.
Well, they probably get up with the sun.
Yeah. Homeless people are living healthier lifestyles than we are.
Yeah.
We're in there with the curtains blocking the sun. I've always had that problem too. I've always been a night crawler. And I think that's been horrendous.
That's the thing. Like,
but we've never been able to fix it.
In Alabama we did.
Because of the colder weather and less sunshine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out about.
It's a trade-off. I mean, like, you can, like, during the winter, come down here a few times to reset yourself. But in general, I don't think this warm of weather is good for us. Some people it's fine, but for something in our DNA doesn't work with that.
Yeah, I do agree that colder weather is healthy for us. Like, I lost 30 pounds in 1 year in Alabama.
Yeah, and I'm not talking like sub-zero winter weather. I'm talking more mild.
Just go figure. We moved to Alabama. I lost 30 or 40 pounds, right?
Yeah.
I moved back to Florida. I gained it back in 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year in Florida.
Left here.
I think there's something about the food.
Yeah.
I think that, like, I didn't like the food in Alabama. That's probably the reason why I lost weight in Alabama. Is that the food in Alabama was so bland that I just couldn't. I wasn't really into eating in Alabama. Where here in Florida, you got Cuban, Puerto Rican, Colombian, Peruvian, this, that. You're always eating something different in Florida. So, like.
You don't like the same thing over and over again. You're not really that big on American food to begin with.
We'll stop recording when we get to about right here.
Okay.
Before that turn. I didn't like the food in Alabama, so it was like I wasn't like here in Florida. It's different. Dude, like you got so many. Dude, we got Greek, Cuban, Venezuelan, Colombian, Peruvian. Pretty good. I don't know what
French.
What we have is that soul food. Is that soul food? But it's like Florida crab. I don't know what
it's Florida
soul food.
Yeah.
It's different than like Southern soul food. I don't know what you would call it. I mean, that Sam's chicken. That's pretty much like. I think it's like a mix between soul food and Greek. Is that what it is? Like Florida's got this weird, like St. Pete, Ocala. It's like a mix between Greek and soul food, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is, really? Like, I'm not even sure what to call it.
Like, I remember when we first got married, I'd make stuff like, you know, that I grew up with, and you wouldn't like it.
Other than that shepherd's pie, you make a dang good shepherd's pie.
Anything with potatoes that I make, you like.
Everyone just says potato. Potato.
You want to know my nickname as a child for my dad?
Tater.
Miss Potato.
Miss Potato.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Miss Potato. Yeah.
Miss Potato.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Potato, get your potato over here.
Yeah.
This
Like,
area
he used to
can't.
sing
This
a
little
song.
area. This area can't be too expensive. These houses don't look
Yeah.
fancy anymore. Or nice. I'll take a closer look there.
Yeah.
Faint green, faint clean. Hey.
He also called me Cater sometimes.
Cater.
Yeah.
It's like a mix between K and potato.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Look how fast this truck's coming. Unbelievable. Wow. Dude, that is neglectful right there, man. That truck with a trailer just flying through traffic. Like, what the crap?
Mm.
I want to get a bigger vehicle eventually. I'm like afraid of a small car.
Yeah.
But you see all these giant. It's almost like you get afraid of being in a small vehicle. You see all these idiots in F-350s driving around like that.
Yeah.
With a trailer going. All right, guys, I'm gonna check out. Like I said, medical proceduration.
I hope y'all have a wonderful day.
Yep, and I guess we'll give you guys an update
Later.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to convince the doctor to let me upload the whole thing.
No.
He's not gonna let me do it.
In a quarter mile, turn
I saw the whole
I
saw the whole procedure on YouTube, and I like threw up watching it. So it's
That's
not
why
really,
you should never watch medical
yeah. If
videos.
you're ever gonna have a medical procedure,
Don't watch.
don't watch a YouTube video about it. You're gonna like pass out watching it.